Hello everybody, BigBong here. I hope you're eager to learn more Japanese, and today let's learn how to ask someone's name. If you look it up on the internet, this is what you get.
あなたの名前は何ですか?
Thank you. So that was あなたの名前は何ですか? あなたの名前は何ですか? あなた means you. No is the possessive particle. 名前 means name. Wa is the topic particle. And 何ですか is a polite way to ask what is it. So it does literally mean what's your name, but I would personally never use it, unless I'm speaking to a child. Why is that? Well, in Japanese, saying you to someone is something very familiar, so you should try to avoid it as much as possible, unless of course you're speaking to a friend, a sibling, or a lover. But if you've just met someone, it's most likely not the case. Now, the good thing about Japanese, and we've seen it in a previous lesson, is that you can get rid of the subject when it's obvious. And asking a name while speaking to someone is pretty goddamn obvious. So I would rather say, お名前は何ですか? お名前は何ですか? You might notice I added o before namae. That's because alongside go, it's a honorific prefix. So saying お名前 instead of just namae shows respect to the other person. When you're speaking, the subject is not the only thing you can remove, and that might surprise you, but not finishing sentences is something very common in Japan. So I would simply say, お名前は? お名前は? Literally, I'm just asking the name, which does sound rude in English. The name! But trust me, it's the most natural way to ask. And it's shorter, so what are we complaining about? Alright, let me clarify something right now, especially if you intend to create professional relationships with Japanese people. Once you finally got the name, try to develop the habit of calling them by their last name, and that's sang at the end. Sang. Sang is a suffix that could be translated to Mr. or Ms. So let's say you meet someone called Jun Matsumoto. The best thing to do is to call him Matsumoto-san. In fact, let me tell you something. My mother used to prefer my friends who would call her with san at the end. These guys didn't even speak Japanese, but to my mother it was a sign of courtesy, and I swear she would be way nicer to them compared to those who didn't add san. At the beginning of this video we said that saying you could be rude in Japanese, so what are we supposed to say in a context where you can't get rid of the subject? Well, if you've been to Japan, then you probably noticed that when Japanese people talk to you, they would use your name instead of saying you. So let's say I'm speaking to John, I would say, John-san wa Amerika jin desu yo ne. In English, I would translate it to, so you're American, right? But I'm actually saying, so John is American, right? That's one of the ways to avoid saying you. It takes a little bit of practice, but don't worry, you'll get used to it. So what did we learn today? あなたの名前は何ですか? お名前は何ですか? お名前は?